Welcome everybody. We're going to start our 20-minute session. So just start by making sure your feet are roughly parallel and roughly shoulder width. So the important thing with the feet isn't that they are exactly parallel, but it's more important that you don't have one foot turned out and the other forward facing. So if you're more comfortable with your feet slightly like this, that's fine. Just make sure you haven't got one ahead of the other or one turned straight while the other's turned out. So you check that. That's your connection with the ground. You relax and open your hips. Make sure the accumulating downward flow of gravity expresses itself roughly in the center of the foot, 50-50 between left and right. You feel your head top floating up, suspended. Shoulder points, here where the three bones meet. You just feel those points spreading to the sides and dropping. Just relax and feel the body breathing. If we can get out of the way with tension, bad posture, self-consciousness, the body does a very good job of breathing. So we just want to relax, particularly around the diaphragm, and just feel this quality of the body doing its thing. So just relaxing, calm and body-centered in the present moment. We're going to take the Dantian point and we're going to circle it around where it is now. Okay, so this is an action and it's coming into being here, not in the head, okay, not in the shoulders, but here. So we start to move this point in the body. Just relaxing, relax everything, relax the body, keep it very integrated. Feel it all with the mind. Tune into that proprioception, that body awareness. And just move the Dantian. Just let the breathing come and go naturally. Don't try to self-consciously make it go to some rhythm. Just relaxing and moving. Feel the implications of the weight in the feet. So you'll have the certain points, the weight will be further back in the feet, other times further forward, sometimes more on the left foot, sometimes more on the right foot. And just to be clear, the feet themselves should not rock inwards and outwards. So the pressure on the inside and outside edge of the foot should stay steady, even as the weight moves forward and back, and even as the weight increases and decreases in the foot itself. Just keep relaxing, checking that you're actually doing the movement from the Dantian. Just calm, body-centered awareness. Notice the breathing coming, going naturally. If imagine I didn't have an arm here, but I had a heavy bit of rope attached here. So you can see that the arm is acting like that. Okay, I don't want to introduce self-consciousness into the arm. I just want the arms to respond to the conditions. Manifest naturally. The fancy way of saying that in Taiji and in Taoist literature and stuff is to manifest in accordance with nature. Okay, so there's gravity, there's the length of the arm, there's the attachment, there's the fact that the point where the arm is attached is moving because I'm moving the Dantian, and then I'm observing the changes in the arm, the different forces on the shoulder structure. So if I just talk about this arm, as I go back, the arm hangs slightly back and down, and then as I come forward, it hangs to the side, and then it hangs slightly forward, and then it leans against the body and slides off the body. So these are not things that I'm doing the Dantian. And this is part of the exercise, change direction. Part of the exercise is moving the Dantian and observing the nature of the body. We're not trying to see how far we can move the dantian out to the sides or forward or back. We're just relaxing, tracking the body, tracking the weight in the feet, feeling the changes in the hips, and feeling, of course, the changes in the spine and the torso. So here the front of the torso opens and stretches, and here it collapses back and gets shorter, longer, shorter. The same can be said for the sides of the body. One side shortening as the other's lengthening. This is also the nature of the body in response to this movement in the dantian. So partly what I'm sharing here are exercises which one can do, and pretty much if you're injured, you can probably still do this exercise. If you're not feeling really energetic and great, you can still do this exercise. But if you are feeling, if you're going to go do some other kind of exercise, then some of these exercises are very, very good ways to prepare. Get the mind into the body, get the body integrated, and everything linked up. Coming back to the center and relax. Take the weight to one side, loosely interlocking the fingers, and feel that support line coming up from the weighted foot through a relaxed and open hip, flowing up through the torso to the head top, while the shoulders fall away to the sides to heavy elbows. The back foot is just dragging on the ground, really, as you use the hip to turn the knee. And that gives you a nice roll through the ankle. Okay, change sides. Same thing. Keep the weighted side, hip open and relaxed. Check that the weight is falling to the center of the supporting foot, and feel that support line flowing up through the body to the head top. At the same time, feel the accumulating weight flowing down into the center of that foot. Calm and relaxed, tracking the sensations, body centered. Shaking out the legs. Very good. So we're going to just collapse the front of the body. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under as we sit, and we're going to shorten the front of the body, trying to keep it relatively vertical. So don't lean forward with the head, rather bring the tailbone up and the head top down to meet each other while sitting into engaged legs. Don't tense the hips. And if you're doing it correct, you should feel quite a lot of work being done by the thigh muscles. This is a very good thing. See if you can relax the front of the body and let it collapse naturally even more. Notice how the breathing is encouraged into the back. And then pushing and rolling up through the spine. Head last. Comfortable and relaxed. Just feel the body. Notice your breathing. Notice this neutral feeling in the body. Very comfortable. Don't lock the legs out. And let the hands float up. So actively stretch up, but keep a little bit of relaxation everywhere. So don't use too much force, but you are stretching. You're extending effort into the body. And you're stretching up, and you can start, once you've got the stretch, just keep maintaining the stretch and turning, keeping your feet relaxed and solid on the ground, turning the center, the waist, the dantian, and floating your head top up and floating your hands and fingers up, keeping the shoulders slightly relaxed, letting the breathing come and go naturally. And you'll notice that the breathing is being encouraged more into the front of the body in this position. And letting the arms come down. And just standing and relaxing for a moment. This position is very important. This is the position from which we can move. We can move in both directions. We can move to yin, and the body can slightly collapse, and we can move to yang, and the body can open. But in itself, it's neither. It's balanced perfectly and fluidly between those two states. So just breathing and relaxing, feel the shoulder points falling away through the weight of the arms, down to the fingers, nice long, relaxed, open hands. Head top floating up, tailbone sinking down, front of the body very soft. No holding. Hips open and relaxed, connecting you to the ground through strong legs. We're just going to let the breathing become the focus for a moment. So you just, as you're standing, just feel the body. Remember, the body doesn't move because we breathe. We breathe because the body moves. So just feel all the different areas of the chest, the sides of the body, the diaphragm changing. Feel the body expanding on the in-breath and relax and let go. Let the body collapse slightly on the out-breath. This is all done neutral at the moment, so very neutral. So you're not going and extending effort into the body and then relaxing and collapsing the body. The joints stay relaxed and open, all the joints in the body, all the way down the spine, hips, all the way down the legs. So the joints stay open, but the body is neither yin nor yang in bias. It's balanced and neutral. So you're just relaxing and feeling the back changing slightly, the belly, the sides of the body, obviously the ribs at the front, but also the back opposite the ribs. If you can get your body into that fluid, balanced state, then lots of regulations start to come together properly in the body. The body regulates itself properly. If you have a posture or unconsciously hold tension, then you literally stop the body self-regulating. So just try to get it into that very relaxed, fluid, balanced state. Okay, so we're going to do some specific breathing now, yin and yang. So you basically relax the shoulders, bring the hands up, and then they sort of peel away to the sides. And here you really want to be dropping the shoulders, dropping and letting them be extended because your fingers are moving away, stretching away as the shoulders drop and the hands rotate and stretch to the sides. This is very good for activating the breathing. And then bring the elbows in and the hands in, keeping them as far back as possible. Sit slightly into the legs and let this naturally open the front of the body and breathe into the front of the body. And on the out breath, relax. Let the body naturally change. And then here, extend effort in, pushing through the middle of the torso, tucking the tailbone under. Keep the legs engaged and dynamic and breathe into the back. On the out breath, relax. Let the natural elasticity of the body create the changes to start with. And then extend effort in to stretch the body, breathe into the front. And relax. Opening the back, tailbone coming forward and down, under, breathing into the back and relax. See if you can feel that natural elasticity. So as you extend effort into the body, you're stretching the natural tissue elasticity, and then as you relax, it creates the beginning of the change. Then you pick it up and you extend effort, you tuck the tailbone, push through the middle of the back, breathing into the back and relax. Breathing into the front and relax. Breathing into the back and relax. Okay, so now we're going to, one last stretch in the front. Relax down. Floating the head top, feel those feet solid on the ground, open and relaxed hips, tailbone sinking. Really try to find that natural, balanced fluidity, neither yin nor yang emphasized, just balancing. We'll do another specific breathing exercise now. So here you can close the front of the body, slightly shorten it. Don't lean forward to do that. And then push from the legs, arms go to the sides. They go up. As the elbows just get slightly higher than the shoulders, you bend at the elbows, relax the hips and the shoulders together. And then the front shortens, you turn the hands over and you push. Opening and stretching the front of the body and relaxing back through neutral into a collapsed position on the front. Breathing in, breathing out. All the time, trying to keep the shoulders relaxed and calm, balanced. Hips relaxed and open so the legs are part of the whole. Don't lock them out and turn them into posts. Keep sinking through hips to the feet, pushing through hips from the feet, stretching and opening the front, relaxing and shortening the front. Very calm and relaxed. Sense of ease, embodied awareness. Trying to let the body change naturally, holistically, in an integrated way. So at first, when you learn these exercises, it becomes an issue of coordination, trying to tell your shoulders to do something and your hips to do something and possibly the front of the body to do something, etc. But when you get the hang of the exercise, I encourage you to do these exercises a little bit every day if you can, then it stops being an issue of coordination and superficial chi, and it becomes a holistic action of energy through the body, returning to the center, emanating out through the extension of effort to the periphery, and relaxing back, gathering, nourishing, collecting, being used, extended out to the periphery. Try to feel the whole body acting as one, everything expanding in this phase, and everything returning in this phase. So using the philosophical concepts of yin and yang, as we collapse here, this is the collapsing. Okay, the body's not at its most healthy when it's in a collapsed puddle on the ground. So we're not switching off completely. The collapsing isn't just completely giving way. There's an element of guiding during the collapsing phase. So here we keep the joints open, the mind everywhere in the body, and we allow the natural collapsing and closing and returning. So within that black yin fish, you have that little white dot. This is one of the meanings of that. Even when you're completely relaxing, there's that element of the yang side of the energy field. You're guiding. And then there's the extension, expanding, extending effort into the body, going out from the center. So do it with relaxation, the little black eye and the white fish, and the white yang fish. Keep that quality. Relaxation during expansion. Okay, so we're coming back to the center now. Coming towards the end of the class. Just relaxing down and let the body return to neutral. This position shouldn't, at first you have to train it, obviously, and one's always training it and getting more refined with it, but this shouldn't be a special posture. If someone saw you standing like this, they wouldn't think you were standing in some special posture. It's an internal state that we're aspiring to, fluidity. So I'm going to finish the session now. If you guys want to carry on standing or practice some of the exercises, I would recommend that. But thank you very much for coming.